I'm Sergeant Delannoy, U.S. Army Reserves out of Brockton. I was born and raised in Brockton, and living in it wasn't always the best. From high school, I was always the smaller guy, the skinnier guy, so I wanted to work on my physical fitness as well. And, having the recruiters come through Brockton High School, I actually saw how they, presented themselves very professionally. I also, went to other recruiters such as the Air Force. I went to the Marine recruiter, to the Navy recruiters. But the ones that really caught my attention were definitely the Army guys. They told me about the job opportunities that they had when it came to the promotions and stuff like that. And it all sounded really good compared to like any other branch. Of course I was looking for that physical fitness like the Marines had, but nothing compared to like what the Army had to offer, which is what I appreciated. With the help and the guidance of my uncle, I was able to get stationed, close to home, which sort of had my mom at ease. She was definitely worried about me joining any branch, regardless of how confident I was in it. But my uncle talked her into it, gave her some sort of confidence, and we even talked to the recruiters, and I was able to get a job that wasn't too grunt-like. The job I ended up getting was transportation management coordinator, which is a paper pusher, which I don't mind at all, But the opportunities that we have, to deploy to Germany, some parts of Africa, a lot of European countries, which are something that I always wanted to travel, get out of town sometimes, which is pretty fun. So I've been in the Army Reserves for about 4 years now, ever since April 4th of 2013, and so far I like it. I made E5 within a quick amount of time, but that's because I definitely, I'm not one to sit around and wait for the opportunity. Once it presents itself, I'm definitely going to jump on it, and that's just me as a person, which is why, everybody in my unit likes me. They just think I'm a person to look up to, a good head on their shoulders. Going to drill every month is actually pretty cool. It's something I look forward to every single month. Everything from like the computer systems training to something real active when it like going to the swimming pool to do drown proofing. They're always trying to do something new. I really look forward to the 2 weeks, the annual training. That's always a lot of fun. I know last year they went to Fort Dix, New Jersey to do some systems training, but when they went before, they actually went to Fort Devens, which was a home station AT, which was pretty fun. It was close to home, but what we tried to do is we tried to stay there as long as possible so we can get stuff done. And it was a very good, it was a great time. I roughly got like $2,000 just off of the 2 weeks alone, which was awesome, It was all accumulative. I didn't care on spending it anywhere, so it all just went straight to the bank. When I'm not at drill, what I'm doing is I'm a full-time student at Massasoit Community College, and as of now, I'm just trying to get the core classes out of the way. For as least expensive as I can. Then I'm going to transfer to a 4-year college where I'm going to finish my degree, hopefully in either biology or in bilingual studies. Other than school, I do work part-time at New Balance, which is a shoe store company, and they're one of the major brands that actually still make shoes made in the USA. When I work, I definitely put like 110% in, and they like that. You know, they say, "Oh, here's Belen. You know, he's the Army guy that we have, and we wish we could clone him 10 times over so that we can have the perfect store." That's just the things I like to do as a person, you know, whether it comes to work or anything that I have to offer. I try to put my all in. Growing up, my mom always told me how the big stereotypes on Hispanic men were they you know, finish high school and then they're good to go. They don't want to go, they don't want to push for college or become anything better than, you know, their fathers or their grandfathers. So my mom put that in my head that, you know, strive for better. She was like the only college role model that I ever knew. I definitely wanted to, you know, set the bar a little higher for myself, if not for future generations. Growing up in a Hispanic household, you know, being disciplined was a pretty big deal, which definitely helped out when it came to, you know, basic training in AIT. I went to basic training in Fort Leonard Wood, and a lot of the drill sergeants there were infantry drill sergeants, so they were pretty hard on, you know, when it came to doing stuff right and being squared away. AIT was in Fort Lee, and it was a bit more laxed, but I definitely brought the same disciplined mentality that I had developed, you know, growing up in a Hispanic household, as well as going to basic training in Fort Leonard Wood with the great drill sergeants that I had. It was cool to meet people from different states and some people from even different countries that got their citizenship through the Army. So all in all, being in the Army Reserves have definitely helped me out a lot in life. I have a leg up on a lot of my peers, and it gives people something to look up to. You know, when they see the uniform, it's not, oh, there goes another, you know, person just showing off. It's, oh, you know, he serves our country, and I'm happy for that. You know, I'm proud of that, which is another reason why I am glad I joined the branch that I do and serve the country I serve. And that's my story. What is yours?